Good evening. The Red Bank zoning board of adjustment in order this 16th day of January.
Recording in progress.
2025. Roll call. Please.
Ann Torrey,
Here.
Ray Mass,
Here.
Eileen Hogan, absent, Ben Euro.
Here.
Sharon Lee,
Here.
Vincent Light,
Here.
Paul Kiagno,
Here.
Anna Cruz, absent. Amanda Califano. Here. Eugene Horowitz,
Here. I get music.
Chris. Chris Haven.
Wow.
That's it.
Adequate notice of this meeting has been posted Borough Hall. The Borough Clerk and mailed to the Asbury Park Press, the Two River Times. Meeting is being tape recorded, and in the event the applicant uses the services of a court reporter to transcribe the tapes, board requires a copy of the transcript. We'll break at about 8 p.m. for deliberation. Testimony heard thus far in the conference room on the first floor. Public is invited to attend, however, discussion between board members and the public is not permitted at that time. No new cases will be heard after 9 p.m. Red Bank Zoning Board of Adjustment has maintained a policy cutoff hour of 9:30 p.m. for its hearings. Any applicant not heard this evening will be carried over to the next scheduled meeting. Pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag, United States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so agenda, we have a resolution of approval for 196 Broad Street.
All right, Mr. Chairman, that was the application that we approved last meeting. And it is for use variance and subdivision approval and bulk variance approval. And basically, there are a number of conditions. They're set forth in the resolution, and the ones that we sort of talked about particularly are that the west side setback is going to be increased from 12 feet to 14 feet. And the east side setback is going to be increased from 32 feet to 35 feet. And the confirmation that the single family home on proposed lot 16 shall not exceed 2,250 square feet. And we're also going to add in there that the subdivision will be filed by map, and that they can attach or by plat, and they can attach the map as an exhibit. And we're also going to clarify that while the planting for the buffering can be completed after the single family home, the bamboo removal is to be done before any permits are issued, and also that they comply with the town's prevailing bamboo removal ordinance. And I did not even know, Vince, that we had a bamboo removal ordinance. So, and then we can adopt that subject to engineering review and a whole bunch of other conditions that are in the document. So if that's acceptable, Mr. Chairman, we can adopt that as modified.
Okay, anybody want to approve?
I'll move to approve it as modified.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And Vince recuses himself.
Okay,
And
good. I have resolutions for appointment of board attorney. I'll approve that. Second.
I'll second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you again.
Resolution of approval for board engineer.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you for remembering.
Okay, we have a resolution of appointment for the special conflict attorney, Mark Bechstein. Right.
All right. Ray, and then second by Ben.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then we have a resolution of appointment for special conflict engineer CME. I'll make a motion to approve that.
All in favor?
Aye. That's it. Okay. Next, new business, we have 103 East Front Street.
Okay, and Mr. Chairman, you'll recall this is a continuation and you'll further recall that I think we left it, there were some open questions about, among other things, the waterfront access easement. And we have three members here tonight who were good enough to listen to the tape. So we're going to mark in as B1 a certification that Amanda Califano has reviewed the transcripts or listened to the tapes of the January 2nd, 2025 meeting. B2 will be that similar certification from Ann Torrey, and B3 will be a similar certification on behalf of Board Member Paul Cagno. And just for the record, as always the case, I appreciate the three of you listening to that. It's important to do in these continuation hearings. And it's not always the most fun, but it is important. So thank you.
And I also listened to the tapes, but I realize I have to recuse myself from this application.
Oh, okay. So
Thank you.
you get a thank you and a thumbs up emoji. So Vince recuses himself,
That's nice.
What were you thinking?
Twice in a row.
and we'll note that for the record. All right, so good evening and welcome back.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thanks.
So we're here tonight just to.
Just pull the mic a little bit.
Yes. So I did speak to my client, we are willing to grant the easement, subject to municipal body negotiations. I think that was the only thing that was left over. You heard from our engineer or planner, so that alleviates the C variance relief that was sought, and we just need a D variance for the proposed project.
Okay,
Very good.
do we need to go over?
Yeah, just real briefly,
Conditions of
I
that.
think the main conditions,
One thing, it's me, about talking. We have been talking about the fence
Yes.
and you mentioned the white vinyl fence. I don't think there's any need for a vinyl fence. I just wanted to know that the fence that existing is structurally sound and the chain link is fine.
Yes, I believe we had discussed chain link fence, and it was recommended by the board to do a black chain link fence, and we're perfectly willing to do that in approximately the same location.
Thank you.
so Mr. Chairman, the conditions were all the promises, commitments and representations that the applicant's team made throughout the public hearing process, including the larger ones would be compliance with the T&M Associates Review Memorandum, compliance with any affordable housing rules, regulations, contributions, directives. We have compliance with the waterfront access easement, with the understanding that the easement is basically between the property owner and the borough. So it'll have to be on terms that are acceptable to the borough and the applicant, so they'll work that out. And then we have what Sharon had just said about the black chain link fence. And I had just one, it's not a commercial parking lot, it's a parking lot for the employees, I think you said?
Correct.
Okay. And so again, those were the mains and everything else that was said. So if that's the acceptable, we can vote.
Okay,
I believe there may be one more, but it may be covered by the T&M review, just delegating the authority to T&M to review the compliance, the lighting.
Perfect. So lighting details to be reviewed and approved by board engineer.
I had a couple more notes, Kevin. Signage. Were you gonna put up signage for private parking?
There was no signage contemplated, but we would comply with any signage.
I think it was a discussion and like, how would people know that it's for,
Yes, that was it.
employee only? And I think in the back and forth, my note said signage is proposed as private parking, but then I had a question mark.
Yeah, you guys were supposed to put up some signage to say that it's employee parking for the hospital, but it was something like that, so that since you're not gonna do a fence. Or like a gate That's where it
Yes,
from,
right.
you guys weren't doing a gate.
Right.
We needed some type of signage for people looking for parking to know that they cannot park in that lot.
Not a problem, we will agree to put up.
And then-
Signs, in compliance with the borough.
And then Jackie, I think I also had a question mark in my documents about something about slope stabilization in progress. Is that anything, or did I just write that? Sometimes that makes sense.
But
They what?
they were testifying that, the design will, this slope will be stabilized by the way that they
Got it.
designed it. And I did say Sharon, black 6-foot chain link fence is fine. Those are, so we said 6-foot
Got it.
chain link.
Stop those kayaks from jumping over.
Okay, someone would like to make a motion to approve this application.
I'll make a motion to application.
Have a second?
For Sharon.
Roll call.
Ann Torrey,
Yes.
Ray Mass,
Yes.
Ben Euro,
Yes.
Sharon Lee,
Yes.
Vince, Paul
Yes.
Cashmo,
Yes.
Amanda Califano,
Yes.
Eugene Horowitz.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Motion to adjourn.
I just want to make an, I know we were supposed to, sorry.
Mike.
It's not on the agenda, but we were supposed to hear, 30, what is it, 30,
Malini.
Malali.
Malali.
What is it, 37 Riverside Avenue. They did ask to be, carried to another meeting. However, they did not confirm the new date with me. So therefore, they will have to renotice, for a date in the future, and I'm still waiting to get the confirmation that they extend their approval.
Okay, so then why don't we then, I would suggest respectfully that we make a motion to extend this to some future date with the requirement that they renotice and subject to the express provision that they consent to extend the time frame within which the board has to act.
Okay, motion to do exactly what you said.
Got it.
I'll second.
Okay.
And I think just for the record, I think there's some, they're in the process of changing representatives, so I think there might be some, we would normally deal with an attorney and we don't have a new attorney yet. And I think there's, so I think there's just, that might be a part of some of the communication lag.
Okay. All in favor?
Hi.
Okay.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
I'll make that.
Okay. And then second by Ben.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, record.
Let's see.
That's pretty.
The Civic Plus website, it only has zoning boards.
Yes, I know.
Yes.